Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we have got a Dr. Insanity video, and this is when 200 IQ lawyers destroy corrupt cops. We'll get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe button, comment thing down below. Let's go.
In most arrests, the suspect doesn't know their rights, with some corrupt cops who decide to abuse this. But what happens when cops encounter 200 IQ lawyers who know the law better than they do?
If I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind.
And this is just one of 5 examples when lawyers encounter and destroy corrupt cops, starting with possibly the most humiliating of them all.
Hey, brother.
Hi, how are you?
How long ago did you get in a crash?
Like a year?
Okay. The reason I pulled you, you can't have white light emitting back.
What do you mean?
Your tag lights, they're supposed to illuminate your tag.
Yeah.
Those 2 white lights, all they're doing is shooting straight back. You can't have any white light limiting them back.
So far, this cop's reason for the stop is valid. In the state of Florida, the tag lights are used only for the purpose of illuminating the tag, and it's considered a traffic violation if they were instead shooting white light. The officer hasn't necessarily done anything wrong yet, but that would change in a matter of seconds.
Are you concealed weapons holder? Any weapons in the vehicle I need to be aware of? Nope, nothing illegal in the car. Alright, so after I'm done, if I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind, but it might be because I'm a lawyer.
Okay. So you know what consented, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you have nothing in the vehicle?
I have absolutely nothing in the vehicle.
Okay. And you don't mind confirming that by allowing us to look and make sure there's nothing in the vehicle? As you can imagine, we hear no all the time as they have nothing and we find stuff.
I'd rather not search my car.
Okay, cool. Just hang tight, brother, okay?
Even though the officer attempted to trick his way to search the car, this lawyer knows exactly what's going on.
How would people, unless you're like very nervous and not really listening, anyone who'd hear that would immediately go, no. No, no, you're not searching my car for no reason. Because the moment you'd be like, oh, I want to search your car, I'm like, your thing is for tag lights, you have no reason to search my car. No.
And refuses the search request. Police officers need to have a probable cause in order to search the car, which the cop didn't have, so he attempted to manipulate the lawyer and get his consent. Oftentimes when being pulled over by a police officer, people believe that they need to answer every question and agree to every condition. But even after you've been detained, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. But if you
Oh, I remember this case. I remember, because when I did a reaction video to this, I got a lot of people who are mad at me for my opinion on this. I remember this. People got mad at me for my take on this particular one. We won't deal with it because it's all in the video, but I do remember this.
answer questions. But if you handle the situation as gracefully as this lawyer did, you won't ever have to deal with a series of trick questions.
Alright, Nicholas. So 1, you gotta get that fixed, those white lights in the back. Okay? If you keep getting pulled like that, you're gonna get tickets non-stop.
I'll get it.
You understand that? That border? Take that border off. Understand that?
When we get home. Okay.
Fix that address.
All right.
Just giving you a warning for it.
Jeff.
Appreciate it, brother.
The officer realizes he's not getting his way with this lawyer, so he sends him on his way, and things end peacefully.
I wouldn't say that was corrupt. That was very sly, but I don't think it was corrupt. I don't know if because the word corrupt, I take as a very, like someone who's the most fucked up officers are the corrupt ones. Ones who are clearly committing crimes and that. I don't think that's what the case was here. But it was really I mean, they shouldn't have tried that trick, but I haven't really even good officers try that shit.
In this next case, however, the situation becomes much more aggressive as this lawyer tries to protect his rights.
I don't have to, by law. I have the Fifth Amendment right.
This district attorney was calmly sitting in his truck, waiting to inspect someone's roof, when he was approached by the police.
How's it going, man? You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you. Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that I recognize a truck in the area. My duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on. Over here. For a purpose. Okay. All right. You working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere? Yes, sir.
The situation starts out civil, but it quickly escalates as the officer asks the lawyer for his identification.
You got a driver's license on you so I can identify you?
Have I done something?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
What's a bit right? I'm shot.
Well, if I make a contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor.
So,
I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a BPO or something against you, and if you got your ID
Did
or
I
something.
say I didn't belong over here?
You said you had purpose.
I don't live over here.
Okay.
Okay. I do belong
Okay.
here.
All right.
So that's as far as I'm willing to take it.
So you're not willing to give me your ID?
I don't have any reason to.
Okay.
The lawyer does not have to show his ID unless he is stopped on suspicion of a crime or traffic violation. Sitting in his parked truck does not fall into either category.
Nope.
So if you're not from here, I'm not sure if you are or not, because I don't know who you are. Okay.
My plate's right back there. I'm sure you can run it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you want me to identify you? Through your plate?
If that's what you have
Are
to
you
do.
the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Well, I'm sitting in a truck in front of the house, waiting.
For what?
I can keep right here.
Okay.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not. How? Why is it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into these houses or anything like that.
Do I look like
I don't know. You have a ladder.
that's your
You have a ladder.
Now the cop is starting to get more
Tell me that, like, you have a ladder. Like, so do you own a ladder? Does that mean you're breaking in the house? Is owning a ladder? We should get rid of ladders. Then we gotta get rid of ladders. Go to every store, get rid of every ladder. Because if you buy a ladder, you're officially breaking in the house. That is the official. What you have just made that crystal clear. That is what that means.
aggressive. You can tell that he's upset that the man won't listen to him. Sometimes cops just expect everyone to do what they say without question, but this lawyer is not about to let that
That's
happen.
literally what this guy does. Literally what he did. These officers literally expect him, and cops do expect you to just listen, not say anything, not even argue with them, not do anything. It hurts their little fucking ego.
You already ran my plates.
They-
They gave you the information that you needed. You can ask them to go ahead and run me through NCIC or...
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, yet you're not allowing me to do
I'm
my job.
standing up for my rights.
And I understand that, like I
Okay,
said.
I haven't done
but
anything wrong.
I'm doing my job,
Okay, I
conducting an
haven't
investigation.
I haven't committed a crime. I'm sitting here in front of a house, which is perfectly legal.
Well, you're not completely on the roadway there, sir.
Okay, has anybody asked me to move?
Do they have to ask you to move? It's private property.
Okay, but there's also a public easement right here.
Oh, it's a public, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so it's a public easement.
No, the side of the road.
Oh, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so therefore make a city easement of the city road, right?
What are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to, also I want.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite. This is also so desperate for a crime that he literally just sees him touching grass. He's like, you're not gonna play on the roadway, so. And then the guy tries to argue with it, and then the guy picks up, but the lawyer here picks up. He's like, what are you trying to accomplish here exactly?
What I want to do, sir, is identify you.
The cop is getting more and more ridiculous. He's obviously just trying to find any excuse to charge the man with something just because he is annoyed with him. And if that isn't scary,
What's weird to me is you have this other body cam that you keep showing, but you won't show it any actual interaction between the two, which is weird. You only show it when you do it, like your narration.
worse.
I haven't done anything illegal.
Okay.
You understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately as requested by the officer is illegal.
Okay. Obstruction.
That's a secondary charge. Okay, I have to be, for you to ID me in the state of Oklahoma, okay, I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime.
Well, you're already during trespassing.
Somebody has called in that you're suspicious. Shut up. Somebody has called in.
You don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you.
Okay, you're not going to
Here's the
tell
deal.
me to shut up. I'm
Somebody called us
47,
in.
48,
I don't care how old you are.
You're not going to sit there and tell me to shut up.
It's insane that the officers are being so unprofessional. They just can't accept that the lawyer is beating them at their own game. He refuses to back down no matter what they tell him, until finally one of the cops calls another attorney for help.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though. I'm dealing with something right now.
Yeah.
So I got called out to an address for a suspicious vehicle, and gentleman's parked in a black pickup. He's from Oklahoma City, but he won't give me his name and tells me he doesn't have to give me a driver's license because he's not done anything wrong.
Driving a vehicle?
Well, he's parked right now.
Well,
But
technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself. I mean, unless you've got reasonable suspicion that he's committing a crime. There's no compelled ID statute in Oklahoma. I have to think about. I mean, do you have anything else to suggest he might be involved in something illicit?
He asked if he was free to leave, and I said, no, at this time. I have my emergency equipment activated, and I'm trying to investigate.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're going to drive away, absolutely. You can have, or he's driving and he's operating a motor vehicle, but you don't have a traffic violation.
Well, I follow him out of town until I get one.
Even after getting confirmation
That line is insane. Fucking hell, sorry. That line is insane. The fact that officer, but I'll follow him all the way out of town. I'll follow him, do whatever he's doing until I can, you know, get one is insane.
that he was wrong, and there's no law requiring the lawyer to identify himself in this situation, the cop is so petty that he's willing to follow him out of town until he commits a traffic violation. Unfortunately, things continue to escalate even more when the chief of police arrives at the scene.
That's in court. Huh? He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so not.
Are you investigating a crime or possible crime?
Possibly.
Okay, he's obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
The officers have a legal right to make contact with you based on a call.
And I don't
If
have
you're
to
obstructing
answer
that, I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me. Okay?
this whole interaction.
We've all got cameras
I don't
on. This isn't
care.
a problem.
Okay, you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty. So now you're under arrest. Unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of here. We gotta confirm who you are, make sure.
Okay, but, I mean, why do I have to answer questions? I'm here for a legal
They're
reason.
here doing an investigation and you're obstructing.
I'm not. I'm just not answering questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
Answer the question.
You're failing to
I don't
identify
have
yourself.
to by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to
I
identify
can answer
yourself.
Questions.
Put him in handcuffs.
What law have I done?
Turn around, shine your back for a second.
Do you not understand? Do the officers not understand how bad this will? You will lose this case. This guy could fight for himself and still lose the case.
You need place investigative detention, okay?
You want to go talk to that neighbor right there? He has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify yourself. You
I
do
can't.
have to identify
Fine.
yourself. Trespassing. That's number one.
Okay, sir.
To be transparent,
Peeping Tom for all we know. Okay, for all we know. That's right, and in doing that, we have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. You
We
can
do.
ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you are.
No, I'm not.
Shortly after
I love how much they argue with this. They still just believe it, but all a bunch of pathetic little fucks.
this, the lawyer was released and no charges were brought against him. It is only because of his clear knowledge of his rights that he was able to get out of this position without being arrested. But in this next case, the lawyer even has to go up against other attorneys to make sure that his client is protected. After being charged with a DUI, this individual decided to fight against it in court. As his defense attorney prepared to handle this case in court, the prosecution questioned an officer involved in the case.
Would you estimate how many DUI stops or investigations you've been a part of since being with Radcliffe, at least?
Approximately 25.
Okay, just over the past year or so that you've been. All right. Now, did you have specialized training in DUI investigations?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
just what they have at the DOC.
At the academy, though.
Yes, just
Yes,
the
all right.
2 weeks of DUI training.
Combining the simple questions with the officer's ability to answer them so easily, the whole situation starts to seem incredibly suspicious. Witnesses aren't typically this fluent and relaxed, which makes the defense approach this cross-examination in a very direct manner.
Officer Sutherland, did you, prior to your testimony, which began at approximately 3:10 p.m., have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
Excuse me. I can't see the witness.
The prosecution quickly asks defense attorney Larry Foreman to move the podium right as he asks if the officer had talked to the prosecution beforehand. Though this could be a genuine request, it could also be an attempt at throwing Foreman off by interrupting his hard-hitting question.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
Yes, I have had conversation, and he made it very clear that we are not to discuss anything that was happening.
He doesn't let their request deter him though, as he repeats the question incredibly slowly to show just how serious.
Yeah, I do think he was like, have you had any conversation? He was making sure she understood every fucking word.
He is about this matter. The facts that the officer felt the need to clarify that, though she had spoken with the prosecution earlier, they hadn't discussed the trial, is a major mistake on her part, as all it's going to do now is make Foreman even more suspicious, which is exactly what it does.
While you're outside, how many additional police cruisers arrived on scene?
I don't recall any other cruisers that were on the scene. I looked at our dispatch calls for service logs. I didn't see anybody else call out there. And we have a very strict policy. If your boots hit the ground, radio better know where you're at. And I don't recall anybody else calling out there. I don't remember seeing any other vehicles in the area.
So it is your testimony to these, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today, that there were only 2 police cruisers at 1204 West Lincoln Trail Boulevard at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, that's what that's.
Thank you.
Do not recall any other vehicles out there.
While being questioned by the prosecution, this officer was able to remember a majority of the details that they asked them to provide. But suddenly, when the defense approaches and starts to ask for specifics, the officer cannot recall them. She continuously uses the word recall to ensure that if it is revealed that she isn't telling the truth about something, she can simply state that she didn't recall that. It's a flimsy mechanism, but she might believe that this ensures her safety in case the prosecution's case completely falls apart, which is exactly what Foreman is trying to do here.
I'd like to discuss very briefly, you have followed Lieutenant McLeod's SUV as he was leaving, correct? No. You were not at the scene where the field sobriety tests were conducted by Mr. Symington.
Shut up after. It was, I don't know the exact time, but I stayed behind while he left. And I had heard his location on the radio, so shortly after he had begun his traffic stop, I had headed in his direction.
Did you talk to anyone on scene?
Let's see. I think there were some passengers, but I don't remember what our conversation was.
You don't recall ever saying to one individual, this is bullshit, pardon my language, he should fight this, meaning he, Mr. Symington?
No, at no point in time did I say that.
That's all the questions I have, Judge.
As the cross-examination comes to a close, Foreman makes sure not to give the court too much information at this time. He doesn't try to dispute her claim that she never made those remarks, as he doesn't need to at this point in time. All he does is present that specific statement to the jury so that it remains in their heads while he continues to build up to his final bit of evidence. While the conclusion to this case is not documented, Foreman has publicly stated that they emerged victorious here, while the previous cases dealt with
I don't know what to say on this guy. Because I would need to know what happened here. These two are good. This one I have a mixed feeling on.
somewhat reasonable interactions between lawyers and police officers. The case of Beatrice Bijou involved cops dealing with a completely insane attorney.
I can try and kill you.
That's not going to go well.
Yes, it will go well.
Bijou was arrested on February 22nd, 2022 after running over 4 individuals with her car. But
what the fuck? You're a lawyer? This is a 200 IQ lawyer destroying corrupt cops? Because there's no corrupt cops. If this insane psychopathic woman ran over 4 people, there is nothing she can do to corrupt. The cops are not corrupt for arresting her ass. I don't know why this is on this list at all. This is not should be on the list. This is insanity. Once you have told me she's run over 4 people, there is nothing you can convince me that these lawyers are. These officers, this lawyer's insane.
when the police started interrogating her, she surprised them with her overwhelming confession.
What are my charges?
Probably 4 counts of aggravated battery and another count of aggravated assault.
Okay.
Okay.
I attempted to murder that woman.
Well, conferred with the state attorney, and they don't want to charge attempted murder.
Is this lawyer being like, hold on a minute, hey, you come back here, you listen here, I attempted to murder thing. You gonna tell me you're not putting me under for attempted murder? No, they don't want to charge attempted murder. Listen here, I am a lawyer, I am demanding attempted murder charges put on me.
Right now. But if you're adamant, you know, you can always explain that to your defense attorney, but I'm sure they're willing to.
No, I want the attempted murder charge.
You want the attempted murder.
Why? Why would you want the attempted murder charge? Again, this does not deserve to be on this list at all because there's no corrupt cops here. But this is insanity. pure fucking insanity.
Yeah, because I tried to kill her.
What? We are documenting.
And I would like to walk out of here right now.
Well, the two don't go hand in hand. Okay?
What?
You can't try to kill people and just walk free. So, we fed you lunch.
I can try and kill you.
That's not going to go well.
Yes, I'm gonna kill as many people as I can.
You can already
This woman's a psychopath and needs to be put in prison for life. Honestly, needs to be put in prison for life. When that is your thought process, put this woman away.
tell from the first interaction that there's something else going on with Beatrice. Threatening to kill an officer and as many people as she could is not something a regular suspect would say, let alone an attorney. The detective manages to calm her down by offering to charge her with an attempted murder, then proceeds to try and figure out what is going on.
We've had a big day today. One of the things that worried me is someone said that you heard voices. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I've been hearing voices telling me to kill myself and to kill other people. I have a gun at my parents' house right now.
Okay.
And my brother took it away.
Okay.
He put it in a safe.
Okay.
I've been trying to kill myself for quite some time. I moved to Texas,
Uh-huh.
and I tried to kill myself in Texas, and it didn't work. I tried to shoot myself, and the gun didn't go off.
Okay.
And then I tried to do it again
How long ago was that?
last year.
Okay.
Okay, so this girl has mental health fucking issues. This girl has mental issues that needs to be looked at. She needs therapy, counseling, needs to see a bunch of different people, but this is not, yeah, she's dealing with some shit that just is not good.
Around April 2021.
The fact that Bijous feels the need to turn herself in and express just how unstable she is right now to law enforcement shows that, thankfully, she's not too far gone. As she continues to tell her story, it becomes even more clear just how badly Bijous needs help.
I got diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenia.
Okay.
Oh, those are two that just don't go together. Those two aren't going to go to, but those two aren't going to go to, those two do not go together. Thank you. God damn, I know how to speak English, I swear.
When was that diagnosis?
I now see why people be like, you need to put subtitles and shit so we can understand you. Yeah, I can understand why.
2019.
Okay.
And it ruined my life.
Okay.
I've been in and out of mental institutions.
Uh-huh.
I think this is last year was the fourth one, and they locked me up for an extended period of time. Where are they going to take me after this?
I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I'm really not sure. Okay?
I want to take my own life right now.
Oh, that's not good. And I would like to talk to you, but like I said, when you...
Can I speak to a doctor?
We're probably going to get you a doctor to talk to, at least to start with.
The fact that Bijous is taking the initiative to get treated for these illnesses is interesting at this point, as she continues to show how she's completely willing to cooperate with law enforcement. After spending a long stretch of time trying to make Bijous feel comfortable so that they can continue to hear what she has to say, the investigator starts to get a better understanding of her state of mind.
The voices told me to do something to my little niece this morning.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Trying to touch her.
Good. Well, you have control over it. You have to keep control over it. I don't know what all the answers are. This is, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I don't know what all the answers are, but those are the people that can help you, at least get to some semblance of normalcy.
Yeah, I thought about killing my little niece.
You know? How would you want to do that?
That is insane. This woman is gone. Like, she's gone and not gone at the same time because, like, she's not fully gone, she's there. She wants to talk to a doctor. She understands what she did. She understands she should be charged with attempted murder as an attorney. She's like, I need the full extent charged on me. On the other hand, though, she's still gone. She's thinking about killing her niece. She just resisted it. She was able to resist it, but goddamn.
I'm going to talk about it.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that.
Most likely by drowning.
Her sudden change from not wanting to talk about her thoughts of killing her niece and then immediately providing him with an explanation on how she would have gone through with it could be a cause for concern, as if she cannot control her own mind here. After the interrogation slowly dies down and the investigator feels content with the amount of information he's received, he leaves and Bijous is then transported to the local prison. Beatrice was later charged with attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and fleeing police. She pleaded not guilty to these charges and was later found not guilty by way of...
Okay, I think this is a case where this makes sense. Because she's clearly not in her right damn mind. I don't know how she pleaded not guilty. I feel like that's some insane shit right there, but...
Sanity. She was committed to a mental health institution for treatment. While all previous cases ended peacefully, the final case of Claire Hall takes a violent twist and shows what happens when a lawyer thinks she's a lot smarter than she actually is.
Get your hands off me right now! Oh my God! Stop!
Attorney Hall arrived on the scene of an accident she wasn't even involved in and immediately started interfering with the cops' investigation.
Yeah, the key's stuck. Okay. It's broken.
Are you gonna, well, so you think he's gonna be taken with the scene or will he just...
Are you...
I'm not, no, I'm on the phone with his father.
Yeah, it's something like that.
How many cars are involved right now?
Yeah.
This is an insane thing also, right? Like, this is the part that's hilarious. They're just like, woman, who the fuck are you? Can you, like, leave? You're not part of this?
That's mine. That's mine.
All right, let's. We need to get that off the road. All right, can we get that into the parking lot? We'll take care of him then.
I'm just trying to tell his father. So,
Well, we're in the middle of the highway, right? So,
All right, can you move your car, please? Thank you. My man, is your car drivable?
yes.
All right, we're gonna get it off to the side of the road. All right.
All I'm saying is I can leave. I just want to tell his father.
You don't have to leave. Just move your car.
Though she is trying to communicate with the teenager's father about the incident, she is interrupting the officers while they are trying to make sure that they handle this situation correctly. Quickly, the officers become frustrated with her constant interjections and decide that they cannot continue to be patient with her.
Is that your mom?
No.
No.
You want to talk to his father here? Why don't you talk to his father?
I'm working. Can you please go sit in your car? You have nothing to do with
His
this.
father,
I
he's
understand.
a minor. I'm an attorney because he's a minor. You need to tell me, is he going to be here?
I don't need to
or
tell
is-
you anything. I'm going to arrest you in a second if you don't get in your car. Do you
you're
understand
kidding.
me? I'm not kidding
You
you.
are kidding.
You are impeding an investigation right now, and you're really bothering me.
What should I
Go
tell
sit
his
in your
father?
car.
What
I will
should I
talk to
tell
him
his
in a minute.
father?
Get in your car now.
Tell, take it. No, you do not touch me. Oh my God, stop.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, stop it. Are you kidding me?
Knock it off.
You will be.
Knock it off.
No, just get your hands off me
Knock
right now.
it off.
Get your hands off me.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Tell him to get your hands
Yes,
off me.
I do.
Tell him to get his hands off me. Oh my God. Are you
Stop.
kidding me?
Stop.
No, I'm not stopping.
While many individuals may consider this officer's actions unnecessarily hasty, he gave Hall multiple opportunities to remove herself from the situation.
They only said go back to your car multiple times. I mean, he still probably didn't need to go full along with it, but yeah, I can understand why the hell he did. God damn, this girl was annoyed. That girl was just to get this. She's like, I'm trying to do my job. Would you please get her? Because it's not even like she's a part of the scene, and she's arguing and saying stuff. This is one of a person. She had no reason to be part of this investigation. Well, yes, I understand that you need to talk to a father because I don't know if the term "he's a minor" works because I'm pretty sure he's like. Actually, I don't know how old he'd be, but like. I'm pretty sure he has to be close to a good enough age to the point where thing. Also, if he's not exactly, I don't know, unless he has if he has a, if it's an accident, it could be, justified. There could be reasons they think he might not even be arrested. We don't know if the accident was over, so.
And even told her that he was going to arrest her if she didn't do so. But unfortunately, she doesn't, and ends up having to face the consequences of her actions.
It's recording.
Record it.
I'm wearing a body cam.
Record it. I understand, but why am I under arrest?
Because you weren't listening to anything we were saying.
Oh my God, you're not listening to father. Oh my God. Can you please?
Take a breather.
No, you take a breather.
I'm fine. I'm not being here at all.
I just want to hurt, but it doesn't hurt.
How about you stop resisting? And you let us put you in handcuffs.
My shoulder is dislocated and you're making it worse.
Well, rescue
Can I
can move with you.
please Yeah. Oh my God.
Sit up.
Can you please call Bob Barber?
Sit up.
Call Bob Barber right
Okay.
now. I cannot believe you. Take this fucking off me right
Okay,
now.
50. I have one in custody,
Oh my
disorderly
God.
and resisting.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be
This. I'm gonna be honest, right? No officer should tell someone to shut up. That just isn't the. There's only one time I've heard an officer tell someone to be quiet. I understand. There's a minor who was like 17, something like that, and they were telling him, he kept just saying random shit. And he's like, dude, just stop talking for your own sake right now. Just stop talking.
kidding me.
Stop.
No!
Stop talking.
No! No! This is so ridiculous. I cannot even believe this.
Ann.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go put her in my car.
I just wanted to know. I could tell his father if he's going to the hospital. I'm not even involved in this. I can't believe this.
That was our point the whole time.
I cannot believe this.
After calming down, Hall was escorted to the prisoner area of Patrol Unit 453 where she was secured. Hall was later charged with disorderly conduct, obstructing an officer, and resisting arrest. She has since filed a lawsuit against the police department alleging several violations, including assault, battery, civil rights violation, and police brutality. If you enjoy true crime videos,
That ain't gonna work. Depends on good attorney to be convinced that one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all for the next one.